Welcome to Danu on Fire, right here on High TV. Today I'll be cooking up a storm, hopefully, with one of my favorite Colombo personalities, of course, Ayesh. Known for his phenomenal brand, TH, of course, one of the partners of it, has really made a big wave in Colombo for his great fashion skills and, of course, for his very humble, warm personality. Today, our friendship has gone beyond our business and, of course, the things that we have to do on a professional level. But today is going to be a lot of sharing of moments on Danu on Fire.
You are my best friend and we've got some shit to shoot. That's the way it is. That's the way it goes. It's just us two. It's deja vu. It's what we know. That's the way we like it.
So I'm with Ayesh and we have come into his comfy home in Kalpiti. What I really like about this place is I have been here often. I always wonder whether people live in this house. It's a confusion I've had because there's not a speck of dust and nothing is out of place. It's always the same. Even the flowers sit in one place, which is very rare. So, Ayesh, I think it's your dad who has incorporated such qualities in you all, right?
Yes, I think so. I mean, he's very prim and proper. He likes everything in its place, and also when you see in the showroom as well as home, he always makes sure that everything has its place. So if we don't keep it in, I think growing up we've seen that, and even with Ammi as well. So this morning before the team and you guys came in, I was up at about 8 o'clock, started the prep, getting everything ready. So I mean, I think
It's inbuilt.
It's inbuilt, and when someone comes to your home, they should feel welcome. They should also feel like it's somewhere they want to spend some time because they're visiting. So
Not that they want to get out anytime soon.
Exactly right.
Got the privilege of going to his house in Kandy. Amazing view, and again, it's kept in super point, and that's the most important thing. I think it's discipline. So tell me about your school life, Trinity.
Yes. So actually, I started my school in Trinity, and then we migrated to Australia during the problem times in the early 90s. We were there for about 4 years as well, and then my parents decided that both my sister and I, we should come back because we were sort of losing the Sri Lankanness, if you can call it that, the local upbringing. We were turning, as my dad says, we were turning like into Aussie brats. So he's like, because you start talking back to your parents because that's what you see, that's what your friends do, so you think that's correct. So he brought us back in '94. I think I was 10 and my sister was 11. Came back and started school back in Sinhalese medium. So this is something was totally different. So I had to start from the ayana from scratch again.
But you were in grade 4, grade 5?
Grade 6 when I came back.
Okay.
But I was in grade 2 when I left. So I missed that. So because it was all in Sinhalese and then English and then back
again to Sinhalese?
So I had to start from scratch. But I mean, I think it gave me a great opportunity of adapting to different situations. So did my Sinhalese O-levels and then again changed to London A-levels. So it's always been this back and forth.
Your brain has been challenged.
Exactly, exactly. But one thing I regretted, I never, in Sri Lanka at the time, Tamil was an important language as well, and they used to teach it in school. But I never picked it up, not well enough. Just the basic things, but then if you don't use it,
it just goes off memory, of course. Yeah. I think I am forced into knowing Sinhalese because of the fact that I'm always surrounded by even the crew, everyone. The primary language is Sinhalese, so you are forced to speak. My Sinhalese is a bit like Prada. Very, what can I do? But it's okay. But survival skills are there.
Yeah.
But in terms of life in Colombo, I think you come from a very family-oriented, very sheltered life in the sense you all are very warm amongst each other.
Yeah.
Do you think this newfound Colombo life, which sort of shakes you off the ground a little bit?
I think initially when you come into Colombo, now again we've been in Kandy all our life, or Sydney, or in Miri's case, my wife in London. So it's always been a place of you have your group of friends, and
that's about it. And it always grows very gradually.
Gradually.
Here you just have.
So in Colombo, I mean, initially when I first came, it was very closed off because I didn't know many people. And then meeting yourself and few other friends in Colombo, I guess your group gets bigger, you meet people, and then, I mean, it's just about, I guess, having a chat and then seeing, I mean, obviously you meet a lot of people, but you have connections with a few people because life is that. I always believe like I'm half and half. My mom's Catholic, dad's Buddhist. but I'm more of a I follow Buddhism, and I believe in our past life there are connections we've made. So it might be with, say, a friend that we've known, because sometimes you make connections and it's instant.
Yeah, of course.
You
And
get
you don't
on
know
well.
why it happened, but
Exactly.
you keep through it. But how do you sort of define Colombo life according to you? I just want to know.
Colombo life. Well, I think to be very, very honest, I prefer Kandy on a Monday to Friday. I think Friday afternoon is a great time to leave Kandy and come to Colombo, because I mean, Kandy is very quiet.
Yeah.
Colombo, you can meet a lot of friends, go out for at least a movie or meet up for dinner.
Yeah.
Kandy is really quiet.
That is true.
So when
But
we
you
want,
know, it's amazing
Yeah.
how that culture never changed.
it
right?
never changed, and a lot of people have come up and tried to set up restaurants, set up like
Clubs.
Clubs. It doesn't work
Doesn't pick up, no?
because Kandy is very sheltered.
Yeah, because something that I realized once we did a play, I think I told you this, we had to perform at like 5
Yes.
and it was done at 7 and when we were done with the curtain call, the curtains closed, we opened the curtains because
Yeah, and
now
everyone
we
had
own the
left.
house. Everyone had gone. I was
Everyone
like,
had gone.
whoa, this is really fast. But that's how it is. They believe in such a
Yes.
home front, and home always comes first.
Correct.
Have you got caught to any gossip in Colombo so far?
I don't think so. We might have to ask people.
I also have not heard anything. I've heard a few, but knowing you, I have to always decline it, unfortunately. I want something juicy about you. I searched it around, but there was nothing. Well, quite normal, man.
I know, right?
Just a little side note. I'm sure we all grew up with the orange barley in some part of it. Memories are made of this. That's a commercial, do you remember?
Yep, exactly.
So this is your favorite drink?
It is actually. I got it today for the reason that, like, in Sri Lanka, I mean, growing up, you didn't have all these other energy drinks and stuff. I used to play a lot of sport and cricket. So this used to be our local Powerade or Gatorade. Because when you're like having a long day on the field and you're really thirsty, water just doesn't do it. So you run to the Kade. I think at that time it was 12 rupees or 15
This
rupees.
is in Kandy.
In Kandy, and ask you where the ground is in next to the college, and then get the orange barley and have it, knock it down. You feel a lot better. So why not, right?
In terms of his skills in cooking, is that what you're going to sort of put him to challenge? Because seems like he can survive. He lived in London, he lived in Australia.
Or Sydney most of the time.
Yeah, most of the time. Where did you do your higher studies?
So in Sydney.
Oh.
So London came about with Mihiri because she loves London. So
Cool.
she was there.
How do you survive? We are going to make something interesting because he's going to cook. He has even prepped everything. Garlic is chopped finely. We'll see you after the break. Ayubovan. Ada අපි උයන්නේ කුකුල් මස්. No, sorry, I just wanted to tell you all this. Sorry, I just want to continue like that. Welcome back to the show. So this is Danu on Fire, and while Ayesh is away, I just want to quickly tell you, if something happens to me by the end of this episode, that means it's his food that kills me. All right, he's going to prepare, I don't know what, Ayesh,
Yes. So we're doing
don't leave me with your ingredients only.
So it was going to be with my wife. Unfortunately, she's with the baby in Kandy.
Yeah, he's a new
So-
dad, by the way.
So she's left me in charge of this. It's something that I can't get wrong. So it's just going to be a quick honey soy chicken, and we've got some other things. Yeah.
Do you cook to survive? Like, have you ever cooked?
What happens is we have a lot of family dinners, so we take turns. So Mihiri does a couple of
So
nights.
you can cook.
I can manage.
Like if she once abandon you and your
no
family
problem.
throws you out and
Could
you're
manage.
living by yourself, you can live by yourself.
Unfortunately, a lot of Asian or Western dishes. No Sri Lankan.
That's
Paripu.
okay. You can still live.
Can
Yeah.
manage.
That's okay.
So you won't die.
Right, okay, fine. So here's what I really liked about this, of course, the prep that he has gone through. I'm impressed with the way he has cut his garlic.
That's ginger.
Oh,
so
sorry.
we've mashed up the garlic. So yeah,
Sorry,
that's the garlic. So,
but I thought
so that's
No,
all.
oh,
You use the blender to get it.
that is
cool.
all right, brilliant. So what is it called? Honey chicken.
Honey soy chicken.
Honey soy chicken.
Yeah,
Very
so it's-
toy,
yeah.
right? Very toy.
I think it could be a version of a Chinese dish, but I think it's a Western interpretation of it.
Okay.
So it should be okay.
Brilliant. Let's start.
Cool.
While I
Alright.
grill you with some more questions. I can
Awesome.
bring these for you.
Yes, please.
Just wanted to speak to you about your hobbies and things like that. I know you're a true fashionista and you love to. Can the gas come on?
Yeah, that's the thing. 1 second.
Ah, there you go. Congratulations. We started the fire. We are cavemen. We have survived this.
We've started the fire.
Yeah.
So there you go. It's all good.
That's it. I brought everything in.
Thanks, man.
I can give you the ingredients if you want me to.
Yeah, sure. So we'll start. We'll just put a little bit of oil into the pan and then get the onions. Little bit of oil, I said.
That's actually very little.
So get some onions on there. So let it just do a bit of.
Wait until the onion, the oil.
No,
heats
it's
up.
okay. And I dropped it.
It's going to be fun.
So that's already done. So I'm getting it on because we got very limited time, right?
That's fine. All right.
Awesome.
So tell me,
Yeah.
your hobbies. Ayesh, I know that you dress really well. What would you say are your other hobbies?
I love sport. So I love watching sport and
Watching.
I play it as well. I mean, I'm older now, so I can't play cricket anymore. But so a lot of tennis and go to the gym as much as possible.
Yeah.
Not as much as I should, as you can tell.
But you
Should be
look fine. Next to me, you can always look thin. But so sport is your other hobby.
Yes, and music. I love music.
Okay.
So just listening to music. I send you guys a lot of requests on.
Like, are you the type who can like sit in one place and just relax, wander around, and just find sanity in a small, peaceful environment?
I love being around people. So at home, even if I'm at home, it's very seldom you'll find me alone. It's either with Mihiri and the baby, or if I'm not there, the whole family comes together at my parents' place or something like that. So I love hanging out with people or friends.
You're not the lone.
No,
Far from
I get bored alone. So.
So I don't know when people tell me, read a book, watch TV. I'm
Yeah,
like,
that's really difficult,
no.
right? Exactly.
That's when I'm older, like when I'm like 50 and about to like conquer Earth. I have things to do at that time as well. Just wanted to ask, let's say if your dad was not in this trade and
Yeah.
y'all didn't have this brand called Ayesh, or your dad, the way he founded it, called
Luck Mini, yeah.
Luck Mini.
Yep.
What would have you become? Like, what did you want to be?
See, the thing is, when you were talking about fashion and stuff, I always loved, growing up, I always loved wearing suits.
I think we should reduce the fire.
Yeah, exactly.
I know you just off it.
That's fine. See, I don't cook on this gas at all. This is my mom's one, so we get used to it slowly.
That's okay. I think we should put something in there too.
We're gonna put the chicken in. Don't worry, it won't burn. It'll be fine. So yeah, I was a bank actually in Sydney.
Oh really?
So I was in banking and finance there.
Okay.
Initially worked for an accounting firm, and then swapped over to banking and finance. So the only issue I had with that is being with my parents living here, I had to come back. As I was saying, I'm very much a family man, so I love spending time with them.
But do you ever see yourself working for somebody else?
I think so. I mean, I've done it in the past. Unfortunately,
How do
now
you like it?
I think it's always nice to be your own boss.
Yeah, that's true.
I think now that I've worked in Sri Lanka and pretty much worked with Dad, though he's my boss, like we sort of come to, with the whole family, we come to mutual decisions,
Yeah.
so it's not too bad. So I think now it'll be a bit difficult to go back and do it.
Or just an update about what he's cooking. So he has just dumped in soy sauce, honey. Is the garlic paste going?
Yeah, it did. So we'll, I think that's enough because it'll be very strong otherwise.
Okay.
So we'll just
So-
let the chicken brown for a bit.
Okay. We need to take a break. When we do come back, I'm going to speak in elaborate about Ayesh's pink pants. Yeah.
Pink
when we do
pants?
Yeah.
Oh, the old ones.
Yeah.
They have been thrown out, by the way.
But I just want to speak about it. So we'll speak to you right after the break. Welcome back to the show. But it's amazing how how these cookery shows, these are the things that he was able to prepare before.
Early, right? No.
Far from it.
To be honest, we got some of the stuff in.
Yeah,
so.
he brought for ambience, I can't just eat the chicken.
Exactly. It was going to be chicken and steamed rice, right? What the
Yeah,
hell?
there's more to it now.
Yeah.
Wanted to speak about the pink pants while I serve. I'm excited about this. Should I protect myself from here or down here?
No, whatever you prefer.
All right. I will start with the chicken while I ask you this question.
Sure.
So you are a bit flamboyant. Looking your dad, he looks very like he's the only man that you have seen in your house, who has dressed up and left when you were young.
Yes.
what are his expressions when you leave home with your,
I think
challenging looks?
So I think that was the issue. When he was younger, he used to be very flamboyant
Oh,
himself.
really?
So he had all these colored pants and the colored shoes and all that stuff.
Okay.
Colored shoes meaning like the tans and the light camel colors and all of that.
Okay.
So that was probably the reason behind the flamboyant choices. Unfortunately, the pink pants have been kicked out of the wardrobe by the missus. She has said, she has banned that. And another pair of, I think, tangerine or orange pants that I had.
That's
gone
also
as
kicked
well.
out? Oh, that's also kicked out. Okay.
Yes.
I'm going to try the chicken, okay? Bless my soul. Here we go. That's bloody good chicken.
And
Proud
as
of
you
you.
said, with steamed rice, it would be a lot nicer.
Proud of you,
It's
man.
got that little bit of the sweetness as
Yeah.
well, and a little bit of chili as well.
Very good. Yeah, I must say, this boy is actually multi-talented. When you work on designs, do you ever come up with anything of yours?
What happens is when we travel quite a lot, we get a lot of inspiration from the places we go to, things we see, colors and things. To be very honest, I don't design anything myself,
Okay.
but I sit with the designers and we go through the concepts and then make sure that the product that we want at the end of the day is something that combines with sort of brand as well as the quality. So it's mostly when I love traveling, as you were saying earlier. So whenever we travel, a lot of inspiration. Yeah.
But you are somewhat in the whole fashion scene because of the fact that you give the jewelry for it as well. What do you think about the fashion scene?
I think Colombo's getting very, very brave with their fashion now.
Very
think-
competitive.
Exactly, and I think the designers now are very much more fashion forward than say 8 years ago or 10 years ago. You can, every I think CFW does a brilliant job with their showcase every year. Every year when you go, it's notched up another level. So it's brilliant, and we're lucky enough to work with a few designers ourselves with the shoots and things like that. It's been interesting, something different, something that you don't find in candy, right?
Yeah. All right. So this is our meal time. I asked him, so what's for dessert? And he's like, what? You didn't tell me about dessert.
No dessert. You want dessert? Wait, you didn't tell about dessert?
Like, I came to have a meal. Give me everything. So it's just bought off the counter. So we are come with dessert. This is something that you buy off Colombo here.
Yeah.
There's strawberry.
Strawberry meringue and chocolate ice cream. Can't go wrong, right?
You can't. I'm going to go with a big spoon because I think it's just embarrassing if I eat with a small spoon and
Yeah, I
try to
think
be
the
all
big-
modern about it.
I think the
Yeah.
big spoon's
You
easier,
have
right?
to go. All
Exactly.
right.
Dig in as well.
Are you like a dessert fan or no? Not exactly.
I think I'm more of a savory person, but I know you are. You're a huge
Of course.
fan of.
I can't wait until this goes. I'm like, oh no, I'll ask another question. So, what have you planned for in the years to come for the brand and for you? Like, what do you hope to do?
I think just growing the brand a lot more, internationally as well as locally. I think also diversifying a bit. I think not only jewelry. I think we might look into other things in the near future as well. Maybe other ventures in Colombo. So now meeting a lot of people here as well. Yeah, it's going to be exciting, and I think always innovations. Very,
What do you
very
think about the
important.
competition here, especially for jewelry and gem? I think it's a huge market. It's a competing market.
Yeah, especially in the local market. I think they've been very. There's a lot of big brands that have been in the business for a while. So coming in from Candy was very hard to even get the name out. I know you have been a great help, as well as a lot of friends in Colombo who have helped us a lot. Just get the name out there. I think now slowly, when you at least say TH, I think it's a little bit
Yeah.
more recognized than it was say 2 years ago. So that's a big.
But it's a
achievement.
young brand. It's a
It
very-
is. It
so
is.
when your father created this stage, there's a
Yes.
story behind it. It's his name plus his sister's name combined to create this one name. So his brainchild, the company that he was bringing up, what's the plan for that?
So why the change of name? Because we were overseas, and it was I came on a visit just before I started my graduate position. I came to just see him for a couple of weeks, and then I think it was a thing that he wanted on the back of his mind always to get us back to from Sydney, and giving us that ownership in the company. Like when it's your name behind it, I think he felt that might be that last string to bring us back. So I think he's very calculated in how he
Yeah.
makes his decisions. So that was the thing, because I was very settled in Sydney. I thought it was the best life.
Yeah, of course.
And I mean, for youngsters living overseas, I mean, the
And
modern,
everything is so convenient there. It's very Sri Lankan and
exactly.
yeah, Sri Lankan friendly. If I could put it.
Yeah, I think most of Australia is very Asian friendly or Southeast Asian friendly. I would say. I think the food and everything is very compatible as well.
The ones who have come into Australia.
Yes, yes.
That's
I think
the most of it anyway.
Exactly.
All right, it's time that we say goodbye on this show. But on a personal note, I've now known Ayesh for 2+ years.
No, I think I was telling.
2014.
That's when we met here, but I think.
Oh, yeah.
So I think we first met during the Cricket World Cup, right? 2011.
Actually, I met him in Kandy when I was at another radio station. We were going live there. We saw these
That was embarrassing. Remember?
looking people walking in and looking all posh. But I still remember we even went partying after that, but we didn't know you all so well. Then after many years, I meet you here.
Yeah.
But one thing that I always tell about his whole family is the fact that they are so well brought up. It's always just so prim, proper, and well respected. So you know that you are never going to be taken for granted, and you're always treated so well. So that's a great thing, and the family is so warm and so friendly, and it's very rare that you click so fast. And I think I've clicked with him really well. And over the years, I think I've come to know the family as well. So if you ever do come by, make sure you visit Ayesh and make sure you visit him. He'll give you some inside scoop. It's a wrap on Danu on Fire. We'll catch you again with another cool edition as always. Until we meet you again, enjoy great food.